In the far northeast of Siberia, where the horizon dissolves into white and the sun feels like a distant rumor, lies Oymyakon, the coldest inhabited place on Earth. Here, winter is not a season, it is a ruler. The air itself seems solid. At -50 degrees Celsius, every breath crystallizes mid-air, drifting away like powdered glass. Eyelashes freeze together, exposed skin burns within seconds. Sound travels differently, sharper, more brittle, as if even noise might shatter in the cold. The landscape stretches in endless tundra and taiga, a monochrome empire of frost. Large forests stand motionless, their branches encased in rime ice, transformed into sculptures of white coral. Rivers lie frozen beneath meters of ice, their currents silenced but not dead, moving slowly in darkness below a ceiling of stone-hard water. This is not simply cold, this is continental extremity, born from geography and isolation. Oymyakon sits deep within a basin, surrounded by mountains that trap dense Arctic air. In winter, the sun barely climbs above the horizon. Long nights allow the Earth to radiate its heat into space, and the cold sinks, pooling here like invisible liquid. Temperatures have fallen below -67 degrees Celsius, a number so low it stops feeling real. Metal becomes fragile. Batteries die instantly. Engines must run continuously or risk freezing solid. Fuel thickens. Wood snaps like glass. Even the ground itself is frozen. Permafrost hundreds of meters deep, locking ancient soil, roots, and long-buried histories in an icy vault. Yet life persists. Horses roam the snowfields, their breath rising in ghostly clouds. The Yakut horse, small and resilient, grows a coat so thick it can survive temperatures that would kill most mammals. They dig through snow with their hooves to find frozen grass beneath, enduring a climate that tests the limits of biology. Reindeer move like pale shadows across the tundra, their antlers etched against a violet sky. Ravens cut through the stillness, black wings against white infinity. Even here, predators endure. Arctic foxes weaving silently through drifts, their fur shifting with the seasons from brown to white, perfectly adapted to disappear. Trees grow slowly, their rings tight and compressed, recording each brutal year in narrow bands. The soil never fully thaws. In summer, brief, frantic, almost feverish, the upper layer softens just enough for grasses and wildflowers to bloom in explosive color. For a few short weeks, the tundra transforms into a mosaic of green and violet. Mosquitoes swarm in dense clouds, thriving in meltwater pools. But beneath this beauty lies fragility. Permafrost, once considered eternal, is beginning to shift. As global temperatures rise, even slightly, the frozen ground softens. Ancient ice melts. Methane, trapped for thousands of years, escapes into the atmosphere. The stability of this landscape, built on cold, depends entirely on the persistence of winter. Here, climate change is not abstract. It is visible in collapsing riverbanks and tilting trees. Still, the cold reigns. At -60, breath condenses into a halo around the face. Hair freezes solid within minutes. Pour boiling water into the air, and it transforms instantly into snow, crystallizing before it can fall. The laws of physics feel theatrical here, exaggerated to their limits. Time slows. Engines hum quietly in the background to avoid freezing. Frost creeps across windows in intricate fern-like patterns, growing inward from the edges. The sun hovers low, casting long blue shadows that stretch across the snow like silent fingers. There is a profound stillness, not empty, but heavy, dense with cold. This land was forged by ice ages and shaped by isolation. For tens of thousands of years, glaciers advanced and retreated across Siberia, carving valleys and depositing sediments. The permafrost preserves relics of that ancient world. Mammoths have emerged from thawing ground, their fur and flesh intact after millennia in nature's freezer. Reminders that this place is not just cold, but timeless. Standing in Oymyakon, the body feels small, vulnerable, temporary. The cold penetrates layers of fabric, finds seams, tests resolve. It demands respect. It rewards preparation. It punishes arrogance. And yet, there is an austere beauty in this extremity. The simplicity of white plains beneath a pale sun. The quiet resilience of animals adapted to impossible temperatures. The aurora flickering above a frozen earth. In a world increasingly warmed and crowded, this valley remains an outpost of elemental force, a reminder of what Earth is capable of when heat is stripped away. Here, winter is not just weather, it is identity, it is architecture, it is memory locked in ice. And as the northern lights shimmer over the frozen tundra, one truth becomes clear in the crystalline air. In the coldest place on Earth, life does not conquer nature, it endures it.